Oh man, you said so much. You dropped a lot of gems in that. I truly appreciate you giving that breakdown for the viewers and myself. Man, I'm almost blown away by all of the information that you provided. So, one of my questions is about the cafe. Now, was it an actual the Good Life Cafe? It was actually like a place where they serve coffee and food, or is that kind of like a play off of the name? If you could break that down a little bit.
The Good Life Cafe did not serve coffee. It was a vegetarian restaurant. They had wheatgrass growing on the counter, you know, and they
Wow.
served a plate called the Warrior Plate. It was like, and on the stage, it was like paintings of elephants and giraffes, and owners of it were all, Afrocentric. It was totally like black vegetarian Afrocentric in the 80s, like leading that movement. And at the time, I was already like, back then, I was vegetarian coming into it, and I was already kind of living that lifestyle so it was like, that was like a welcome home to me to have a place like that where we could go to and like rap and at the same time, and it was something different every night there, like already going on. They had a lot of like lectures going on where black intellectuals would come in and speak from all throughout the diaspora, and like proud and people would come and do that, and like they needed something for the youth, a different thing on it. So on Thursday night, B Hall suggested the hip hop thing to him, who is Arcane Blaze's mother, and they did that, and it set that movement, and that's how that movement started. That's the good life. But it was actually a vegetarian restaurant where you could go any day, walk in there and eat. Like I had my daughter's naming ceremony there. She's 31 now. Like yeah, she just turned 31, but she had her naming ceremony at the Good Life in 1990 when she was born, and like Micah 9 and AC, they was my personal friends. They were there at her naming ceremony, and it was a African style, West African, where we poured to the Orishas and the whole thing. Because back then I was really, really, my African consciousness was really up there, still there, but I don't, wear it like I did then.
Oh wow, man, that sounds like my type of place, man. I'm just envisioning this place as you describing and you talking about naming ceremonies and the Orishas and stuff like that. I think, man, we need some of that in every city. You know what I'm saying? We would be doing so much better if we had a cafe like that going all around to all the, the major hubs where the black people is at. Because a lot of black people they not in tune or they don't have access to places like that. That could be a life changing situation for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yes,
appreciate you
sir.
sharing that, man, definitely. I'm trying to think. I remember the freestyle. My first introduction to the freestyle fellowship was No Boundaries. I was watching the movie the other day. I think it might have been Strapped. I'm not sure, but the song was
Hmm.
playing. You know what I'm saying? And they was the content, the lyrical content was strong. And I'm like, man, I was a kid back then, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'm older now to kind of digest and process the things that they were saying. And it's like,
Yeah.
hip hop had that black Afrocentric era. And we could have
Hmm.
kept that going, man. The game would have been a lot stronger. So, big salute to you and everybody that was affiliated with y'all and the content that y'all was producing. Because it's still playing seeds to this day. It's still being recognized. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you
Yeah.
breaking that down. Sure.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. The music haven't went anywhere. It's just the focus of the industry and the populace that shifted. But the music is there and the seeds are still being cultivated. So when the time is right, they're gonna pop back up again because everything moves in circles anyway. Mhm.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. Now I want to ask you about or and maybe you might have touched on it a little bit. Project Blow that was after the Good Life Cafe or kind of going on at the same time?
Um, we kind of had an exodus um, from the Good Life Cafe. So it was still going on at the same time we left and went to Project Blow, but it wasn't the same because when we went to Project Blow, the energy that made the Good Life went to Project Blow. But out of respect, we kept it on. We kept it on that Thursday night because we wanted to keep that tradition. That's like our, that was our sacred night for hip hop. But out of respect, we started ours the same. The last hour of the Good Life was our first hour. So we opened our
Yeah.
doors as they was wrapping up. Basically, we didn't step on their toes by opening up at the same time or nothing. But we brought that energy. So when we left, the energy left with us, basically.
Okay, okay, I understand that. Now, do you have any projects or albums or songs that's online or people can check out some of your music?
Um, yeah, I got a lot of stuff that's on Spotify or all of those things like that. Google Music, where there's Apple Music, whatever you use to get in that. Then I got some stuff that's on YouTube. A lot of stuff that's just stuff that I never really released. Um, Physically like that or on digitally even. It's just the songs are on YouTube and a lot of our mixtapes and other stuff on the YouTube channel on my Riddlore CV YouTube. Then we got a CVE YouTube page, which is all of our stuff that's distributed through like DistroKid. All like the official releases are on there. Then on Bandcamp, it's like a shitload of you just put my name in of features that I did with other people all over the world. I like last time I searched it and saw it, I was like tripped off of like, damn, I'm on this many fucking songs. Like I need to probably like collect those and release a project just of all the features that I'm on because
Yeah,
it's like so many, just like, but I don't even trip off of it and I don't ask for money for most of them, hardly any of them, because that's kind of what we do as hip hop anyway in the community. Like I never got into it for the money or to be a rich rapper, so the money ain't my goal for making music. I make music because I fucking live music and love music, so I do it, and I'm gonna continue to do it. So, you know,
oh yeah, much respect to you, King. I definitely gotta salute you. And like you said in the beginning, you started off DJing. That's where it all started with hip hop with the DJs, and then you took it to the b-boying and even picking up the pen and becoming an MC. So I'm sure you got a lot of love
yeah.
for the craft, most definitely. Okay, now I wanted to ask you about your latest song. You dropped a song called Game Over. I wanted to ask you what made you do that song and why?
um,
If you want,
what
if
made
it's
me do
okay
that
to.
song? Like, just 'cause dude keeps running his mouth and just talking, and like, hip hop is about, what you doing on the mic and what you dropping in your songs, and like, we had a few things back and forth, and like, really, I'm not really trying to troll and talk and do all that online. So he's talking, putting Micah Nine, putting the fellowship, putting the good life, putting the blow name all in his conversations and all this stuff online. And like, yeah, that's let's do it for real, like hip hop shit. Like, 'cause all that other shit really don't matter unless you really talking about doing something. And I'm not
Right,
interested, you know.
right,
If
right,
you don't inspire the passion and get physical with them, so I'll just drop some
mhm.
bars on them and leave it at that.
Right, right. I mean, I gotta respect you. I mean, you utilizing the elements of hip hop. That's really how you supposed to handle it. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's a tight song, and for the viewers, check it
And it's
out.
my own production too, That's
Oh wow, you
and
made that beat?
that's yeah. As a DJ, I'm naturally a producer because if you're a DJ, you're a producer. Like a beat maker. If you can DJ, you should be able to make a beat. They like go hand in hand, and like started like me and Fish do all early on. We are CV for the beats. Like it's just me and Fish as the producers too, and we started producing because we didn't have a producer. And back in the day, it wasn't like a million producers online that you can get beats for, and beats just fucking everywhere. Beats were very fucking rare and hard to come by an original beat. Most people who came to the good life came with an instrumental that was a recorded instrumental from some other rapper that they rapped over. They didn't have their own beat. Having your own beat was a fucking luxury back then, and hard to do, and producers wanted to give you secondhand beats because they already had their main group they was working with. The beat they didn't reject, they want to slide to you, the beat that they rejected. So you're like, I'm cool. We got shit, and we started making our own beats out of necessity, not because we wanted to fucking be producers like that, but just because we wanted our own beats and didn't want to rap over beats that were just instrumentals of other rap songs and our secondhand, our rejected beats. So we got into the production side.
Man, I gotta give you your props on that one because you killed it lyrically. I mean, like for you to have been doing it all of these decades and you just dropping something in 2021, the track is fire, but the beat is fire. The beat is hard. I'm telling the viewers, check it out. The beat is fire. So I don't even know if anybody ever really did something like that, like responded to someone and they made the beat as well. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot because it's fitting to what you were saying. You know, it's relevant. It's not just the beat. You know how it come on and how it start off. So wow, man, I gotta definitely salute you on that note for sure. Let me
Thanks,
see.
bro. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's an honor for sure. So man.